Hello. Today we will present you the Pacific Northwest. The Pacific Northwest consists of three states: British Columbia, Washington, and Oregon. British Columbia is one of the three states in the Pacific Northwest. It's in Canada. The main city is Victoria and the largest city is Vancouver. It has about 5 million inhabitants. The area is about 920,000 square kilometers and the highest point is Mount Fairweather. Washington is another state in the Pacific Northwest. The main city is Olympia and the biggest city is Seattle. It has nearly 8 million inhabitants. The area is about 180,000 square kilometers and the highest point is Mount Rainier. The last state in the Pacific Northwest is Oregon. The main city is Salem and the biggest city is Portland. It has a bit more than 5 million inhabitants. The area is about 250,000 square kilometers and the highest point is Mount Hood. Typical animals in the Pacific Northwest are wolves, black bears, orcas, other whales, cougars, and seals. They are all native in the region. So at first we have the Crater Lake National Park. It is 594 meters deep and has an area of 741 square kilometers. The Columbia River Gorge is a canyon which is 130 kilometers long and up to 1,200 meters deep. The San Juan Islands consists of 172 islands with about 16,000 inhabitants. The Olympic National Park is about 3,730 square kilometers large and had over 3 million visitors in the year 2018. Leavenworth is like a typical mountain resort in the Alps. The illusion of a Bavarian mountain village is further enhanced by the surrounding mountains. The Space Needle is 184 meters high and an important symbol of Seattle. The Mount Rainier is 5,392 meters high. It is also an active volcano and an important symbol of Seattle too. At last we have the Powell's Books. It is the biggest library in the world and was founded 1971 by Walter Powell. The most typical food in the Pacific Northwest is seafood. Next famous is mac and cheese. Very typical is the Voodoo Donut Bacon Maple Bar. Also sweet onion rings, finger steaks, and the Seattle dog is usual food in the region. The natural products of this area are hazelnuts, potatoes, and sea salt. Until 1500, Native Americans settled along the coastlines and along the major rivers. 1778 came the Europeans by ships and expanded the region with the discovery of Oregon. After years of conflicts with the Europeans, Indian people, the Native Americans, were forced to leave their homelands and to resettle to reservation parks, where the life is really tough. They have no higher education, that's why they can't work and make much money. In Seattle, the rich people always get richer, but if you are poor, you will stay poor forever. Families from poor households have nearly no money to live. They haven't highly paid jobs, so the gap of income in Seattle rises considerably. Now we showed you the Pacific Northwest. We hope you understood everything and enjoyed our video. Thanks for your attention.